we honor and welcome an inaugural inductee to the UFC Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Royce Gracie.
I have no idea what my parents had in mind when they said, no, you're gonna go into this fight thing. It's like, no rules, no gloves. Sure, let's do it. But thinking about it, I was like, what are they thinking? Back then, there was all charisma. Every fighter had the charisma, don't need to. The ones that didn't have charisma come over and talk trash.
What are the values of Jiu-Jitsu that really instill this change in perspective that people have?
Jiu-Jitsu teach you how to defend yourself against all kinds of situations. So you just transfer from somebody big and better than you, smashing you, and you be able to survive. Transfer that into life.
Now, what if the UFC started having their matches on a pit surrounded by sharks? Hello everyone, it's Xaviaer DuRousseau sitting here with mixed martial arts legend Royce Gracie. Thank you for being here today.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
Big fan.
Oh, I'm a big fan of you.
I watch your stuff, good stuff.
One of these days I gotta take you to Air One. We're gonna do a walk with me.
Let's do it. Walk with me.
So I think it's really cool that you are the first ever inductee in the UFC Hall of Fame.
After all I've done, yes. Fought 3 fights in one night, 4 fights on the second UFC in one night with no time limits, no weight division, no rules. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But it's not me. People think, what you did. I didn't do it. It was the technique. The Jiu-Jitsu did it. Jiu-Jitsu did it, not me. I was just the one representing. Mm-hmm. So, but Jiu-Jitsu is the art that impressed everybody.
Well, you certainly represented it well. You can say that.
Thank you.
So when you look back at your early UFC career, it was truly no holds barred. So when you look at UFC now, do you think that they've gone soft, or do you think that the new rules and restrictions are valuable?
First, I have no idea what my parents had in mind when they said, no, you're going to go into this fight thing that they fight with no gloves. And I was, sure, let's do it. But thinking about it, I was like, my God, what are they thinking? It's like no rules, no gloves, no time, no weight division. So I fought guy 180, I fought guys 260, 280, 490 pounds, no gloves, no time limits. Like, what are they thinking? It's like, yeah. But then it's not that they went soft. On the beginning was a style against a style. Mm-hmm. So today is an athlete against an athlete. So in the beginning was a boxing against karate, kickboxing against Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So we dominate. We prove that Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is the best self-defense art out there. Mm-hmm. But then with time, there was no time limit back then. So it was a fight. Mm-hmm. Today became a show, so they have to put time limit in the weights and the weight divisions, and it became a show. So yes, it's evolution. It's not that they became soft.
That's fair.
Because they're very tough.
Yeah. I saw you even set the record at one point for the longest fight ever in history, or in UFC history.
Yeah, so it was 6 rounds of 15 minutes, not like today's 5 rounds of 5 minutes. It was 6 rounds of 15 minutes with 2-minute rest. It was the most boring fight in the world. The crowd fell asleep, woke up, an hour and a half later, we're still fighting. It's like, my God, can somebody just go home?
So I do want to ask too, so a lot of times when people come from a prestigious lineage like you do, they're sometimes intimidated to walk in those footsteps, but you just full sended in the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu legacy and helped build it what it is today. Were you intimidated by the prestige of your lineage, or was that motivation for you?
It was total motivation. I want to be like my brothers, like my cousins, like my uncles, my father. I want to be like them. I grew up, never had a fight in the street, but I grew up listening to them. Man, we got the fight, and I fought this guy. When I was young, I fought in a cage, I fought in the ring, and I fought on the stage, I fought on that stage, and they always telling stories, and I'm like, I don't have any stories to tell. My God, it's like, what am I gonna? It's like, I want to be one of them, man. It's so cool. It's like.
And now you certainly do, fighting people 80 pounds heavier than you and still winning.
more like 150 pounds heavier.
Wow.
I had an opponent that's like 6'8", 490 pounds.
That's what's so cool about jiu-jitsu. Like, it really does not matter the size. It's all technique.
It's what you know. I say it's knowledge. You got to know what you're doing, like everything else in life. Like driving a car, you have to know what you're doing. If you don't know, what does good a car does good to you? Nothing, because you don't know how to drive. Then you have to have gas. You can have the best car, the most powerful car in the world. Without gas, what are you going to do? Push that car around town? Or without electricity? You're going to push that car around town? You have to have gas. Then becomes power. Then becomes strength. In that order.
I respect that. I want to bring up a throwback for you. Ryan, if you can play the YouTube video, started at 1 minute. If you remember here.
Yep. Shamrock is built like the gods, like Zeus.
I remember him from WWE. So I'm wondering, what is it you're saying to him right here?
Pause that. Okay. The guy's, he's like the gods, man. He's like 220 pounds, pure muscle, good fighter, came from Japan. He's American, but he used to fight in Japan, beat everybody in Japan. He was the champion. When we fought, as soon as I got him in a choke, he tapped. I let go. He grabbed my leg, tried to continue.
Oh, wow.
That's when one of my hands around his neck again already. I look at the ref and I said, ref, he wants to go. Let it go. And I politely, nicely, I said on his ear, go ahead, go. I didn't curse at him at all. I wouldn't say, go ahead and go. Now it's like, I politely told him, go ahead, you want to continue? Continue. But this time I was going to choke him out, put him unconscious. But then he realized, the referee was like, what do I do? I was like, let it go, ref. He wants to continue. He already tapped. Everybody saw. I told him, everybody saw you tap. You know you tap. I know you tap. But you want to continue? We'll continue. I was going to put him out to sleep. But then he felt the sound came out in such a way on his ear that he's like, you're right. I quit. I tap. You're right. I tap. So
wow.
Yeah.
See, when I saw that, I'm like, I have to know what it is you're saying to him, because he was just like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, I was very polite. I was just told the referee, walk away, let it go. He wants to continue. And I was not politely, I told him in his ear.
See, nowadays, I feel like fighters are not polite at all. What do you think of fighters like Conor McGregor or boxers like Ryan Garcia, and how trash talking is such a huge part of their brand? Do you think it's helping or hurting the fight?
They have to sell the fight. I think back then, the fighters had charisma. Today, it's kind of like a music concert. You go to an old concert, New Diamond, walking by himself, play the concert, and walk out. Today, they have to have 3-4 bands open up for the main person. So Tina Turner, she'll come in, play the concert, you see, and walk out. Now they have. So, yeah, they don't have courage, so they have to do the trash talking. Sometimes it gets disrespectful. Some guys, there's a difference between trash talking and disrespect. So sometimes they go beyond that, the trash talking. It's okay, the trash talk, but they need to do that because they don't have charisma. The guys that have charisma don't have to talk trash. Back then, there was all charisma. Every fighter had the charisma, don't need to. The ones that didn't have charisma come over and talk trash.
Wow. I can see it. It's like, it almost feels like desperation. It's like, I just want to be able to pay attention to what it is that they're doing. And sometimes it's entertaining, but now I feel like it just goes so far sometimes where like they're disrespecting people's families, their wives, fiancés. It's out of control.
It's disrespectful. But then, okay, if I say, I'm going to beat you up because you're nothing and you're a piece of trash and I'm going to beat, if I say that, all the pressure is on me now. If I lose, who did I lose to? A piece of trash, nothing. If I win, who did I beat? A piece of trash, nothing. Meaningless. Instead, my opponent is the toughest guy in the world. If I beat you, I just beat the toughest man in the world.
It's true.
If I lose to you, I lost the toughest man in the world.
Never would have thought about it that way, but that makes sense.
I invented this game, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Literally. I really do feel like jiu-jitsu has such a particular mentality because I have a lot of friends who are fighters, but all my friends who do jiu-jitsu, there's just a different level of discipline and focus that comes with what they do and a different level of passion. And I even wanted to show you a clip of Mark Zuckerberg. So if you remember, he used to be sometimes teased for how like weird and robotic he could be at times. And now I want to show you what he's like these days.
Oh yeah, he trains jiu-jitsu now. Look at him. Yep.
This So now it's like everybody's posting these clips on Twitter and on Instagram about how he's become so cool, he's become more masculine, he's in shape now. And also he's become a lot more conservative in some of his perspectives. He used to be just totally fine with censorship on the internet, but now it seems like he's pushing back against that a bit more. What is it that has instilled, or what are the values of jiu-jitsu that really instill this change in perspective that people have?
Jiu-Jitsu teach you how to defend yourself against all kind of situations. So you just transfer from somebody big and better than you, smashing you, and you be able to survive. Transfer that into the world, into life. The life is going to smash you sometimes, but okay, ride the wave. It's going to you're going to survive. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. That's why I tell people it's a wave. Life is a wave. You're going to go up and down. You're going to take some beating down there, but then you go up. Oh, enjoy when you're up, because it's coming down again. There's going to be another wave coming crashing on you. So, yes, I mean, Mark Zuckerberg probably felt on him censoring that's going to happen to him. So he probably had to do some changes because of personal issues. I don't know. I just met him not too long ago.
Oh, nice.
But yes, I assume that radical switch, he probably start to understand what's going on better.
I do feel like physical fitness really is in line with mental fitness and mental toughness. And I thought it was interesting that MSNBC not that long ago said that fitness is a far right-wing extreme perspective and ideology. What do you think of that?
How do they say? There's a saying in America, an armed society is a polite society. So, fit society. Why teach people? That's why sometimes I don't understand. Why teaching everybody, trying to teach the kids that be unfit, unhealthy is better for you? What is their agenda? It doesn't make sense. Sometimes I stop and talk to my kids about that. What do they have? What's the plan? What do they have in mind? Telling me that eat junk food and be unfit is better than if you eat healthy and be fit. So what's the goal? That's why sometimes I cannot understand it.
I always say follow the money. I mean, there's so much profit in people being unhealthy. There's not that much profit in people being healthy and strong, but there is when you're constantly going to the doctor, you're constantly buying these fattening foods, and you become more dependent on insurance and healthcare and the government overall. So I feel like that's part of their push.
I totally agree. It's I cannot say it, but I don't say it because I don't know, but it would be the only goal. It's the same thing like, why are they destroying America? I have this conversation with my kids all the time. Why? What do they benefit with that? You see, what with the politicians, how can they not see, how can they benefit from destroying, making the cops look bad? Oh, the cops, they should take the cops away. Take the cops off the street, man. It would be chaos. You're making the people unhealthy. Why? So it doesn't fit inside of my head. I cannot understand it. And we have this conversation all the time with my kids.
Now, my last question for you is arguably my most important question. Hear me out. Now, hear me all the way out. Now, what if the UFC started having their matches on a pit surrounded by sharks?
It was the first idea. Hold on. It was the first idea. John Millis is the one that was in charge of creating the octagon. So before there was octagon, he was thinking about a platform with a pit around, and they said they were going to put gators, And I was like, dude, if I fight a 300-pound sumo wrestler and he push me off, gators will eat me. No. And they look at each other and like, yeah, maybe we should put piranhas because you're from Brazil. I was like, what? No, I vetoed that one. And they're like, oh yeah, let's put sharks over there, man. It would be awesome to have a shark pit. The guy falls down trying to climb. I was like, no. And then they said, let's make a fence, the octagon, with electricity. I was like, I'm fighting somebody 260 pounds, pick me up and fry me against the fence. It's like, no, I keep vetoing the ideas. They came up with all crazy ideas. And I was like, no, I'm the one who's going to I'm the lightest weight. It's like, no, I don't want to do, no. Just, how about just the cage, okay? No electricity.
Well, I'm glad you helped talk them out of that. Although, I mean, these days, maybe it'll help if people don't have charisma and they don't know how to talk trash. Maybe they can just have gators and piranhas surrounding the ring.
Oh, the fight career will be very short.
That's true.
For the losers, it will be very short.
But it's all about the mindset.
Don't lose. As long as you win, you're good.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.